the bathroom, so you haven't seen this yet. I still have a lot to do in here with makeovers and stuff, but this I just hung up. We got this at a thrift store. Got this for $8, I believe, at a thrift store. But anyways, today my husband is taking me to look at the highest point of our town, and we are going to be looking at the trees because I think it's peak fall. I think it was this week, peak fall, but I'm gonna get ready. I have to do my hair and put some makeup on his face and just look a little presentable. I am so short. I might need to lower this a little bit. Okay, is this better? That might be better. Okay, so I guess I'll just kind of do a little chit chat video with you guys. I did go to the dentist today, and it was very shocking to receive the news that basically my teeth are messed up. We didn't have coverage for the longest time, dental coverage and all that, and we didn't have money for a while, so I just avoided going to the dentist because we didn't have dental insurance. I just avoided going to the dentist for 2 years, and unfortunately it caught up to me, and now I have to deal with the consequences, which is pretty much $1,000, little over $1,000 of consequence, unfortunately. So I went to my parents' house after my appointment, and I was crying in the car on the way there. But honestly, I am just thankful that God created dentists and that they know how to fix these issues, because can you imagine if I would have gone much longer without going to the dentist? It could have gotten worse to the point where they're not able to fix it. The hygienist was so sweet. Loved her so much, and I don't have any cavities, so I mean, that is a good sign. She said, you're taking care of your teeth pretty well, but I guess like the bacteria in my teeth, they grow faster than most people. So I'm just not looking forward to laying in a chair for like 2 hours and them numbing half my gums and basically scraping the crap out of my teeth. But it has to be done, so I'm really excited to look at the trees, and I'm gonna probably take you guys along. And then later today, I think I'm gonna be making coconut chicken coconut curry, whatever. And tomorrow I'm going to a coffee shop with my bestie, and we are going to a coffee shop that has Gilmore Girls coffee flights. I'm so excited. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I don't hang out with that many people. I feel like my work is just, it's very isolating sometimes. And the only person I really hang out with on a weekly basis is basically my mom and my husband. And the people that I talk to the most are those two and my best friend, Sarah. So I'm not complaining because I tend to be I don't trust people very much. So much hair. Whenever I go to the hairstylist, she has me written down. I've been going to this hairstylist since I was, I think, a teenager. But she has it written down that I have a lot of hair. So to leave time for her to be able to have enough time to to work with my hair, which I think is so funny. But how are you guys doing now that I'm done? I would love to know how everyone has been. It is election season, an election year, so things have been a little crazy. Let me see if I can turn this light on. Okay, that's so much better. Election years are always crazy, and a lot of division with this one, unfortunately. I'm not gonna go into details. I just want to encourage everybody that whatever side you're on, just be comforted in knowing that God knows who's gonna be the president. He has it, everything's known. There's nothing that he doesn't know, that he has it planned already. And we are called to pray for the leaders of our country and for the world and for our country. So I just think that we need to, instead of like the fear mongering that's going around right now on both sides, we just really need to focus on Christ and remember that he is our number one comfort and provider. And I think basically that's all we can do. We just have to trust the Lord and know that he is coming again one day, and to not put our faith and trust and hope in man, because there is no person that can ever save us. So it's only Christ. That's what I wanted to say.
Look how cute you are.
Look how crooked my eye is. Wow. It's messed up.
Good morning. It's actually the next day. Oh my gosh, the trees were so beautiful yesterday, and it was golden hour when we went, so it was just like hitting the trees so perfectly with the sunlight, and I'm so glad we went the moment we did go. So I had a lot of fun, and I didn't make the chicken that I was going to make yesterday, so I'm actually going to make that right now. Coconut curry chicken. So I've never made this recipe before, but I have a guest coming over. I'm gonna read off the recipe because I like to use my laptop while I cook, and sometimes I'll play music on my phone, but for this video I'll just kind of read off. So you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, which I have. You'll need 1 large onion, which I'm gonna top in a bit. 4 garlic cloves minced, which instead of getting fresh garlic, I usually keep by the organic ones that are already chopped up, and then I put it in the meal. I feel like it saves a lot of time. It's not as good, never as good as fresh, but that's just what I do. And 2 to 3 tablespoons of red curry paste. I don't know if I got the right one because this is kind of looking spicy, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I might just put 1 tablespoon. I've never made this recipe, so I guess we will see. I'm not a big fan of spice. Then you need 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger, freshly ground ginger, which I don't have. I don't have fresh ginger, so I'm just gonna use the ground ginger that we have. And then 2 teaspoons of curry powder, obviously, which yum. And 1 teaspoon of turmeric, which is delicious. My mom taught me this trick when I'm gonna make rice as well. So Brazilians usually saute onions and garlic in olive oil, and before they add the rice and put the water in to cook the rice, my mom adds this with it, and it gives it a beautiful color and some extra flavor and nutrition, because turmeric is really good for you. And and then you'll need 1 teaspoon of coriander, which I've never tried in any recipes, so I'm going to be using this for the first time. And butter, 2 pounds of chicken thighs or chicken breast, which I'm going to be using. Then you need 1 can of full fat coconut milk, but I've had this one for a while. It's not expired yet, so I'm going to be using this, and it's really, really thick, so it's going to be really delicious. Then you need chicken broth and brown sugar. This is 1/2 of chicken broth, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, the juice of 1 lime, which will be delicious, and salt and pepper to taste. And I think you just kind of saute the garlic and onions, and then with all of the pastes and spices, and then you put the chicken in, and you just keep adding things to the pot until it's cooked. So I think it's gonna be really good. Then I'm gonna make the rice and roast some veggies, and we will be good to go. So this is what you want to keep stirring until it gets translucent, and then once it's pretty much cooked, you want to add your garlic and then all of the spices and the tomato paste and red curry paste, and kind of just let the flavors burst together. And then you want to add your chicken, which here's my chicken. I just put some salt and pepper, kept it simple, and then I will show you from there. I buy, and I just put a ton, like a spoonful. Tomato paste, 1 tablespoon. I might not even put 1 tablespoon. We'll do 1 teaspoon. It calls for like 2 to 3. I don't know if I want like too spicy. Add all of the spices that you mixed up in the bowl. You add the butter. Now, look at that color. Oh my gosh. The chicken is cooking, and then we have our mixture. We're just gonna add the coconut mixture into this. It's gonna look a little clumpy, but that's okay. And then we mix this together, let this simmer for about 25 minutes to half an hour, and let all the flavors cook. And we want to let this simmer on medium low. And oh man, it's such a beautiful color. Okay, so this is a little simple dinner you can make, and it took me about a few hours. So I'm gonna try the chicken first with the rice. That's really good. We ended up getting a Gilmore Girls iced coffee flight, and I want to read these off. So the Stars Hollow is cookie dough and popcorn, white mocha with caramel drizzle and fluff. The Yale Dropout is apple and brown sugar, oat milk macchiato. Dragonfly Inn was the one that sounded the least appetizing to us. It's white mocha, pomegranate, and pear. Luke's Diner is honey, peanut butter, and mocha with cinnamon sprinkle. Suki's pumpkin cake donut is pumpkin, white mocha, and cake batter. The Gilmore's is brown sugar and maple latte, cinnamon fluff, cinnamon sprinkle. Sarah's favorite was the Gilmore's, and my favorite was Luke's Diner. And we actually didn't finish it because it was so sweet. We got about, I think, one drink was completely gone at the end, and that was Sarah. And I think next time if we order anything, we're definitely gonna do half sweet, but we're just really not fans of too much sugar in our coffee drinks, so maybe someone else would love these. But we had a great time and enjoyed ourselves, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, and I hope to see you next time.